Good afternoon, everybody.
Hello, hello. How are we doing? Happy Wednesday. How we doing, Bill?
I'm doing great. I've been looking forward to this all day. And thinking about the topics. I've been thinking about this all day long.
I have too, my friend. I've been thinking about it for a couple days. This is going to be one for us that kind of takes us out of our comfort zone. So, something that we're not used to talking about on the everyday basis, which is kind of good. But let's get to the chat and say hello to some people here. Granny Philman again. Welcome in. She said, waiting while I'm cleaning. She was the very first one in.
Hey, Granny.
We have Elliot at AR Patriot Nation. Hello.
Elliot, welcome in.
Welcome in, my friend. Cruise Nuts has made it in. Hello, hello, hello.
Cruise Nuts.
I'm going to skip over myself because you guys know I'm already here. Bruce from Ocean to Ocean. Hello, my friend. How we doing? How we doing? House of X Entertainment. Hello, guys. How are we doing? Thanks for coming on in.
Bruce and House of Entertainment. Welcome in.
Let's see. Jennifer from Embarkation Nation. Hello, hello. Good afternoon.
Jennifer.
Skip over ourselves here. Hello, Uncle Dave. Welcome in, my friend. Welcome in.
Hey, Uncle Dave.
And as everybody comes in, I do have a little poll up at the top pinned. It is the episode 11 poll question today. And it just so happens to go with our topic today. So just if you click on that, it will just ask you a simple question about bigger ships or smaller cruise ships. And hopefully you guys will take a second to answer that. So the one and only Betty J Gathers. Hello, hello. Hello, and here accounted for, she says, warm strong.
Hey, Betty.
Let's see, Uncle Dave says, Bill, I tried some of your photo and video tips just around here in the house. I was amazed that it would actually made great photos.
See the crazy old man ain't all that crazy sometimes. Sometimes he has some decent advice. Sometimes.
Yeah, so it was a very great live about how to take better pictures on your cruise ship last Thursday. Let's see. Thank you, Betty. 10 waiting. That's a lot. Yes, I know this is becoming a definitely something that people look forward to, other than Bill and myself. So we definitely appreciate everybody that is enjoying our weekly Wednesday cruise talk here.
We do. The more the merrier. I mean, the more you get people together and talking about cruising, and we learn from each other so much. I really look forward to Wednesdays and Thursdays.
I do as well. Embarkation Nation, whether that's Andrew or Jennifer. Hello, hello, Embarkation Nation.
Welcome in, Embarkation Nation.
My aunt has made it in. Hello, Aunt June. Journeys with June and Brady.
June and Brady, good to see you.
I was actually just editing a video that will come out, I believe it next week or the end of this week, and they put Brady on the cover, and it was kind of funny. I was thinking of you, Aunt June, as I put him on the cover. That you'll get a good laugh from that. So, Destination Fun has made it in. Hello, 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 friends.
Sherry, welcome in.
Sherry, yes, hello, hello. Let's see here. Hello, Granny. Thank you for coming in so early. Our friends, Carnival Cruise Addicts. Hello, Carnival Cruise
Welcome
Addicts.
in, Carnival Cruise Addicts.
I think if that could be mine and your personal permanent tag, Bill, I think that would be our permanent tag too. I think
that's it.
DJ Family and Friends Travel and More. Hello, hello.
DJ's Family, welcome in.
I believe that is my good friend Derek. He's got a great channel too as well, so check him out. Super fun content. I know he is putting a bunch of videos up as we speak, so go and check him out. Destination Fun. Oh, Sea Lake Journeys. Hello, hello, Chet.
Welcome in, Sea Lake Journeys.
Was watching your Wacky Wednesday live that you do every morning. I was not up for it this morning live, but I did get to watch the replay, and that was quite a great live this morning.
I got to go back and check that out.
Lots of energy in the morning. You've got lots of energy like me. Scrow's Nest, loving the Allen jersey.
I told you he was going to say something. Yeah, Randy. Yeah, we know.
He is a quarterback on one of my fantasy teams, so that is why I am supporting. I am actually not a Bills fan. I am a Giants fan. So that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother live that we'll save. Hello, Mike Clock. Hello, everyone. Clock Family Adventures.
Clocky.
Clocky. I love a big aft. I should have saved that to click on.
I cannot lie.
I knew Mike Clock was going to be here. This is going to be
I cannot lie.
He loves big ships. And we're going to be talking about big ships today. So we get down here. We have somebody from Facebook, Laura Jean Huddleston. Hello. Girl.
Hey, Laura. She's Huddle Adventures. Welcome in.
Let's see here. Miss anybody? Hello, Will G says he is driving and listening. Hello, all. Hello.
Appreciate you as always, Will G.
Let's see here. And anybody we have said hello to, I'm just going to skip down so we can get down to the end of the chat. But we want to make sure we say hello to everybody. Everybody's saying hello to themselves, which is great. It makes the chat flow. But we are just going to say hello to everybody that comes in. So hello, Scratch and Pete, my friend. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Scratch and Pete, always welcome in.
He is everywhere. Scratch and Pete is like, he's in every live everywhere.
Even when I'm on late at night, and I mean, I always see Scratch and Pete. I don't know when he sleeps.
Really? I don't think he does.
Probably a couple of hours in them, between 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. I mean, probably those couple of hours he might sleep.
That's right. And Shanster Travels has made it in. Hello. She has a bunch of great Alaska content that is coming out, and she also goes live right after us. So make sure to filter into her live right after this and show her some support. I've really been enjoying those Alaska vlogs. Maybe reliving.
It brings back memories, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. It does. I want to go back to Alaska, Bill. You are check compliant now. Yes, we are. Oh, there we go. The Bud Files has made it in. Hello, peoples. Well,
welcome in, Bud Files. Awesome. How's everyone doing today? Hello. Right. Look at that. We have made it down to the bottom of the chat, Bill, just like that. Sweet.
I love that. So again, we do have a poll today for the question of the day for our topic here about big cruise ships or small cruise ships. So I just want to know if you like big cruise ships or small cruise ships. So, and I know, Bill, you also had a message for our moderators before we
I do.
started.
I always forget, whenever I go live, I always forget. To the moderators, thank you so much. Your work doesn't go unappreciated. And I always forget at the end, I always want to make a comment or a statement about it. And I never do. So I want to make sure I do it now before I forget. So thank you guys for looking out for us. We appreciate it so much.
Yes, we do. You guys don't work real hard, and we appreciate you guys showing up and modding as hard as you guys do. So we do appreciate that. Thank you. And so, Bill, I like I was saying a little bit earlier, I picked a topic today that is kind of gonna maybe take us out of our comfort zone, let's just say, because today we're going to talk about, and I know Mike Clock's ear is ringing somewhere, but we are going to be talking about big ships today. And in particular, we're going to be talking about the newest big ships coming out today, and not just Carnival. Everybody knows that you and I really like to sail and cruise on Carnival cruise ships. One of those ships we will be talking about will be Carnival, but there's going to be a few that's not. So are you ready for this?
I'm ready. I mean, I saw the list because I am crazy for Carnival. Uh, I saw the list and Royal Caribbean. I'm on two of these cruises that we're about to talk about. They're coming up, and I can't wait. And when we get to the one, yeah, I'm gonna tell you why I'm so excited about one in particular. I'll wait till we
Yes.
get to it first.
Absolutely. And Embarcations Nation says, I like big cruise ships. And I want to know too, I know if you guys answer the poll, I do appreciate that. But let me know in the chat if you guys like big cruise ships or you like the smaller cruise ships, and let me know why. But we are going to start off and we are going to talk about the three biggest and newest cruise ships coming out here in the end of 2023 and 24. And I guess we'll go kind of in order of the way that they are coming out in their inaugural sailing. Um, and it just so happens, Bill, that we're going to kick that off with, I believe it may be the greatest cruise ship ever, the Carnival Jubilee.
Carnival Jubilee for the win. I can't wait. December 23rd. And it's an inaugural cruise. And believe it or not, I've gone on a lot of cruises. This will be my first group cruise. Usually I go on cruises, and even if there are group cruises on there, I was there, but I wasn't really officially part of the group. So I'm looking forward to this one because I'm going. It's Island Time with his group.
Yep.
But there's going to be so many people that I talk to on a regular basis going to be on that ship that I can't wait just to say hello, have a drink, chit chat, talk about YouTube and the great things about it, the bad things about it, just being able to talk.
Absolutely, absolutely. And now this is going to be an XL class ship that is going to be sailing out of Galveston, Texas. So you will be flying to Galveston, Texas. Have you sailed out of Galveston before?
Never, never. And again, I can't wait. Um, it's a first. I'm trying to get out. I'm going out of New Orleans earlier, a little before that in October, and then Galveston. So these are both of those are two ports I haven't cruised out of.
All right.
So yeah, I looking forward to it.
And it will be actually the third and final XL class ship. Well, it's exactly what Carnival is saying. We don't know how much truth that is if they add another one, but they're saying this is going to be the final XL class ship, and it will hold just a little over what the other ones hold at about 5,400 passengers. So that's a pretty big cruise ship to the ones that you've been sailing on, correct?
One thing about the ship, a little history of the ship. It wasn't originally built for Carnival. It was built for AIDA. It was originally built for them, but Carnival took it over. So I'm assuming it's going to be pretty much the same. I wonder if there's going to be a couple of like hidden gems in there, though.
Yeah, I definitely wonder. I mean, if you just look at some of the features that are going to be on this Jubilee and on this XL class ship, they're going to actually have what they call zones. I don't know if you looked into this or you kind of have seen this, but this is kind of new to Carnival in general. I know maybe they might have teased it a little bit on the celebration and the Mardi Gras, but for me, I mean, this is going to be a whole new experience when I get to sail on the Jubilee.
Well, no, that's what they did for the Mardi Gras and celebration. They had the different zones, and Royal has been doing it for a while. And as I always say, Carnival is like 10 years behind Royal as far as building ships and the ship designs. They're like 10 years behind. But Carnival, they finally got it right. Even though it holds, whatever close to 6,000 people, give or take a few hundred. The way that it's laid out, it doesn't really feel that crowded. The only time you'll feel a crowd is generally at the theater when everybody's trying to go to a show. But other than that, I mean, it's spread out so well that you don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, and Mike Clark says he will be on all three next year. And as I was creating this topic, I had you in mind, Mike Clark. said, yeah, I think my clock is going to be on all three of these next year. So
we should have Mike up here.
And as we get into this, we will also tease, but we will also be on a ship together, you and I, Bill, and also Mike Clock, one of these that we are talking about later in the show. So Mike Clock will be on all three. So as far as the Jubilee, the new zones, it's going to be currents and shores. Have you had any experience with either one of these, or have you looked up any information since you're going to be going on these cruises?
No, I haven't looked it up. One of the things I like to do, especially when I start going on new ships, I try not to get too much information about the ship. A little bit, but I like to go around and explore the ship as I go, and that's what I do now. So I haven't really looked up. Generally, what they did for Mardi Gras and Celebration, they had the same areas on the ships, but they named them differently and themed it a little bit differently. So it's going to be interesting to see, what the theme is going to be for the Jubilee. I know Mardi Gras, he had like the fortune teller bar and it had all these mystical drinks. I mean, I love Mardi Gras.
Well, I know I don't want to leak it too much, but I will tell you that there is going to be some kind of an underwater theme there with the currents and the shores. So I know Currents is going to have its own bar, and they're going to have different drinks that are inspired for underwater. One that might look like a jellyfish or something like that. Looking at
I would imagine if you've been on Mardi Gras or Celebration, I think like Celebration is called Latitude, where they had these windows and they do the shows, like every hour, every couple of hours, maybe they'll do a show in the windows. And I'm sure that's where it's going to be, where it's going to take you like underwater. I'm not 100% sure because, again, as I said, I didn't do too much homework on it because I wanted to be brand new when I get on the ship so I can walk around. Oh, yeah, I want to see that. So
experience it for the first time. Hello, Uncle Brady. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Giddy.
She says the Venezia. The Venezia will be the largest ship we have sailed. They're going on that, I believe, this month. So looking forward to seeing some videos. We're going to set her up, and she's going to start putting some videos on her channel. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I want to go on there one of these days, and it's out of New York. I'm going to try.
And Z, welcome in. Z says, "Thank you, Bill, for saving my butt."
Long story.
Wow, we are on
long story.
Such a blessing. Yes, I am. I believe I will be too as well. Let's see here. Just want to get down to the chat. Make sure nobody else came in. I can't wait for the Jubilee. It will be my first XL. I am looking forward to the food options. So actually, before we get to the food options, thank you, Mike Clock, for saying that. I want to know, Bill, are you going to, and are you excited to ride the Bolt? I want to see a Bolt video from Warmstrong Adventures.
They don't let you take cameras on there normally. They won't let you, even the GoPros with the straps. They don't let you take it on. But I've been on it on the Mardi Gras and Celebration, so I'll probably get on it. But they're designed like the same way, so you've been there, done it. But if you've never done it, it goes faster than what you think. And the way that it's designed, how you hold on, it's like a motorcycle. So I like a roller coaster where you're strapped in with a shoulder harness, and this one is like more like a roller coaster with a seatbelt. And I didn't like the feel of it, but no, it's fun. If you haven't done it, it's about $15 for 2 laps. You do it once. I don't know if you'll do it more than once, but everybody should do it once.
I'm going to share this screen here. I got a real quick 20-second video to share with everybody. This is from actually from the Mardi Gras, but there's a POV of the Bolt here. So I don't know if it has any sound, but we're going to play it here. That is exactly what Bill was saying, that you are not you're not strapped in.
They have a turbo button. If you want to go a little bit faster, they have a little turbo button. I didn't hit it.
That didn't share like I wanted it to share, but you guys kind of saw it on the side there. So either way, but yeah, I am excited because I want to see I definitely want to see some bulk content. I know they probably won't let you take your phone on like that, like you said, but I definitely want to see some bulk content from Armstrong Adventures.
Oh, you'll see it. You may not be with me on it, but you'll see some.
And I believe Z said me and Bill are going to do that roller coaster. So hopefully we'll see some on Z's channel and then some on yours. And let's talk a little bit about the food here on where was clocks? Looking forward to the food options. So let's kind of go over the food options for the Jubilee. So as far as main dining options, as I was researching this and looking this up, I found a brand new Emerald's Bistro 717. This is going to host some Creole seafood. And I know that you are one for paid dining and specialty dining. Are you going to take part in Emerald's new bistro?
Yeah, I go. One of my favorite restaurants on there. The name of the restaurant was like 1938, 1838, whatever it was. They might have changed the name of it, but I'm sure this food is going to be the same. But I love going there. They really good food, cooked to order. That's one of the places I'm gonna look forward to going to. I don't get the seafood options, but they have other options besides seafood.
And you like spicy food?
Oh, I don't mind spicy foods. I just don't like seafood. But I mean, for me, the beignets are to die for. They give you beignets with about 3 different sauces: chocolate sauce, a vanilla sauce, and a strawberry sauce, I believe. The beignets were to die for.
Cardinal Cruise Addict says, not to go back, but the lap belt on that boat was tight. I bet it was. But it had to be.
Not tight enough.
Clock wants a picture of you and Z on the boat together, and I do too.
Yeah, no, that won't happen. Nice try, Mike.
M&T Living and Cooking has made it in. Hello. And just real quick too as well, I'm just going to name all of the options here as far as dining goes on the Jubilee. So they're going to have that Emerald's Bistro 717. They're going to have the Fahrenheit 555, which is the steakhouse, of course, Guy's Pig and Anchor Smokehouse and Brew House. So I believe that this may be more of like a pub style where you can get some food and also some drinks too as well. Bonsai Sushi, one of my favorite. Teppanyaki.
Teppanyaki.
Amazing. I'm supposed to be able to say that. Teppanyaki. Carnival Kitchen and Rudy's Sea Grill. So you'll have definitely tons to choose from there as far as main dining options go. Anyway.
Well, that's again not the main dining room, but the options. Bistro is a for added cost. Guys, Pig and Anchor. Some of the items are extra cost. Fahrenheit 555 Steakhouse is extra cost. And Bonsai Sushi, I'm not sure because I don't eat sushi. Teppanyaki,
it is.
I believe is free, but I could be mistaken. It might be an extra cost. Carnival Kitchen, extra cost. And Rudy's Sea Grill is, I believe, extra cost. I go to Emerald's, Fahrenheit 555, Guys, Pig and Anchor, and Teppanyaki. And that's 4 of the nights right there. You go there for dinner. And then I go to the main dining room maybe once or twice, and then I might sneak back to one of these restaurants.
Okay. So could we look forward to some food review Jubilee videos?
I hope so. I haven't been doing that, but I'm going to try to do that this time, and I'm going to try to get them out early since I am going to be on the original selling or the inaugural selling. I'm going to try to get the information out, fast. Only problem I think that might arise is by being the first cruise, I'm expecting some problems. Wait times, I'm expecting some problems.
Right.
So we'll see.
And let's see here. I know somebody else has made it in. Where was she? Sharon had made it in. I saw her. Oh, she said, Scott, I got my rock you sent me. Love it. Well, welcome on in, Sharon. I am glad that you got that. We had a conversation in one of Eddie's morning lives, and I found out that she was into rock collecting, and I had a few rocks to actually send to people that I was waiting for.
Nice.
So, yeah. Sifting some oil and more. Says hello, warm
sifting some soil.
Hello.
I get to meet her. She's Mona, and she's going to be on the booze cruise with me in October.
Oh, nice. Carnival Cruise Addict says Cucina del Capitano. Are they going to have that on there?
They are.
Yep,
I'm sure that I'm sure they are. I think we might have missed it, but yeah, I'm sure they are. It's a standard. It's on all the XL class ships.
And Dehannes Sulong has made it in. Hello, hello.
Welcome in.
Sure, we haven't missed anybody. We didn't. Okay. And then the other, in addition to, I know we had one, but there is actually more dining on the Jubilee. So they'll have Blue Iguana Cantina, which I missed on my last Luminosa cruise. Guy's Burger Joint, the regular Guy's Burger. Shaquille O'Neal's or Shaq's Big Chicken. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing a review from that because that is something that I cannot wait to try myself on the Jubilee. The Seafood Shack, Street Eats, Shebang, which is free for lunch. And then the second time you go, you will have to pay.
I think you get it. I think you get it one time. I think you can go to dinner one time.
You can, it'll be free.
Okay. Right. Yep.
Let's go. That's pretty cool. And then we got Cucina del Capitano. So that is pretty much all of the dining experiences on the Carnival Jubilee.
I mean, you can just look at that and just see how, if you hit these restaurants, how you wouldn't go to the same restaurant twice unless it was something that you liked. And again, this is when I say Carnival finally got it right with all these options. And one thing good about Carnival, a lot of these options are at a no additional charge.
Right.
So some of them you might have to, but you can get away with not having any upcharge. Where Royal and some of the other ships might do an upcharge for it. Carnival, they got that part right. Again, 10 years late, but they started offering a lot more food options.
Right. And even the ones that are paid, it's only a few dollars.
It's not too bad. I think I want to say the steakhouse, I booked it for the first night. I believe the steakhouse is like $48 maybe. And it's a decent meal, and I enjoyed it. And on the first night, you get a free bottle of wine. So, yeah, if you want to talk to me before dinner, because at the bottle of wine, I may not be the nice bill.
Oh, that's funny. And let me see here. So I do have a little video to share of the Carnival Jubilee. Let's see. Hopefully this one will share here nice and easy. But it's only about a minute long. So here we go. Show this.
Sweet. I am ready.
I mean, I was watching that video. I was getting excited for you, but also I do kind of have something to leak and tell, maybe a secret. But I will actually be on the Carnival Jubilee a month after the inaugural sailing. I will be going. I'll keep who I'm going with as a mystery and a secret, but I will actually be going on the Carnival Jubilee myself on January 27th. So I'm excited to see Bill's vlogs and his experiences, and then go on it a month later. Unfortunately, I couldn't go on for the cruise you were going on, but yeah, so I'm excited.
Well, again, I feel bad for the other vloggers that are going on the cruise with me, because my vlogs are going to be the best. My reviews, honest, straight to the point. You're going to love my. Oh,
We're looking forward to that. Let's see here. Scott McNeil, welcome in. Welcome in.
welcome
We're in
in.
compliance now. And okay, so let's get out of our comfort zone a little bit, Bill, and talk about a ship that is going to be the biggest cruise ship in the world once she sets sail in January 27th, ironically, the time that I'm going on the Jubilee. But the Icon of the Seas by Royal Caribbean. Now, another question that I have for everybody in the chat is anybody planning on going on the Icon of the Seas besides Mike Clark? We know he is going on all three. But does anybody have plans to go on the Icon of the Seas?
Not me, not yet. I want to eventually. I can't. Again, all three of these ships. I know some people don't like large ships, and I get it. Some of them are too big. The bigger, the better. For me, the bigger, the better. I like big ships, and I cannot lie. Big ships, I love them. And the funny thing about all three of these ships is, it depends on what port we go to. I may not even get off the ship. So Mike Clark, I'm jealous of Mike Clark because he's going on all three. I'm going on two, but Mike Clark is going on all three.
And the Naughty Cruiser has a question for you. When you going, Bill? I think he was talking about the Jubilee.
Jubilee, I'm doing the inaugural cruise, December 23rd. So I can't wait. Fly down there maybe a day or two early because I've never been down to Galveston. So yep, see what Texas has to offer down there on the waterfront.
And Will G says I will be on the Jubilee January 13th. That's pretty cool. Right after you.
For those that haven't been on an Excel class ship, I think you're gonna. I think so, because they spread the ship out. Now, if you don't like walking, maybe it might be an issue, but they spread everything out so it doesn't feel crowded. To me, I mean, I love the way they laid it out.
Now they call them XL on Carnival, but the Icon of the Seas is actually an Oasis class ship that is going to be going out of Miami, and it is going to hold 7,600 passengers. What do you think about that?
I think if anybody can pull it off, it's Royal. Larger ship, well laid out, tons of things to do for kids, tons of things to do for adults. I mean, you're gonna pay. No, it ain't. It's not gonna be cheap. You're gonna pay. But I think Royal does it right. And Carnival is, again, like I said, 10 years behind. Royal is leading the way, and I can't wait to get on it. I'm gonna wait till we get to the other ship, but yeah, I can't wait. Icon to See is on my list.
And Naughty says he will be on the second week on the Jubilee. So
sweet.
Get back to your comment before. And so this will be the largest cruise ship once it sets sail in January, and it will host Eastern and Western Caribbean itineraries. And I mean, as far as 7,600 passengers, I just couldn't imagine, obviously, meeting everyone and seeing everybody. But as far as what the ship has to offer, it's almost like you have to sit down with yourself and ask yourself, what do I want to really see, or what's important to me when I get on a ship this large, so you don't get too overwhelmed by feeling the need to visit every place, or eat at every eatery, or drink at every bar, or whatever, swim at every pool, or whatever it is, see every show. I think it's more of getting on that, deciding what you really want from the cruise in the 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, and then going from there.
Yeah, it's no way to see everything. It's just no way to experience everything. Even if you try to kill yourself running from show to show and things like that. What I would do is, like, as you said, just make a little map out of what you want to do, what's important to you, and follow that. But leave time and then relax and enjoy just some of the quiet zones on there, the solarium, just some of the quiet zones, some of the adults only zone. uh, that is going to be uh, iconic, so to speak. No pun intended.
And see, and this is great. So we have some experienced Royal Caribbean cruisers. So this is something that Bill and I again are coming out of our comfort zone and we're talking about because we are sailing together on one of these ships. So the Naughty Cruiser actually says it's an icon class ship, and it's
Yep,
the first in its new class
it is.
because she's so
Usually,
massive and big.
usually when they start a new class, the first ship is the name of the class. Usually, at least that is the way it was with Carnival, and I'm assuming it's the same way with Royal.
Makes sense. But there's only so much you can research when you're researching ships and new things to talk about too. So thank you, Naughty, for chiming in, and I appreciate everybody that is going to be chiming in here for the rest of the Royal chat. And M&T Living and Cooking says no, Royal is not cheap, but we love Royal. Will G says, I'm going to come back to this comment, but Will G says Utopia is the new Oasis class, and that is why I said that script up on my notes here. So, yeah, as far as that goes, and we kind of got into this before, I'll go first over their dining. So they have over 20 unique dining experiences, as they say here, and one of them is the Surfside Eatery. Which is going to be right next to Surfside. So you don't have to go up to the Windjammer. So I kind of thought that was kind of cool to place a Surfside Eatery kind of in the Surfside neighborhood to make it kind of easier for people so they don't have to end up going all the way up to the Windjammer.
Well, that's, when you have that many people, you need different areas to eat to spread everybody out. So everybody's not going to the main dining room at one time. So again, Carnival's starting to do it right, and Royal has been doing it right for a long time to spread people out.
Without a doubt. And then they have Pier 7 for beachside bites. They have Surfside bites that will have sweet and salty noshes. They have a deserted milkshake bar, which kind of speaks for itself if you like milkshakes. Deserted with 2 S's, play on words there. The Grove, which is going to be an expanded sweet neighborhood, kind of if you're you're a Carnival cruiser, kind of like a Haven neighborhood, but an expanded suites neighborhood called the Grove. So I think having all of these little neighborhoods, I think it's kind of going to be beneficial to the flow of people, like you were saying, Bill, because 7,600 people. I mean, you got to have neighborhoods.
You do, and they did it. They did it right. Can I say something though? This food, I think I picked up 2 pounds just reading this list. I've already picked up 2 pounds.
I know.
It's crazy.
I know. And dining, not even the neighborhoods. I'm sorry, I'm tripping up on my words. I'm reading ahead. But this is just some of the dining. And then some of the free dining, Cantina Fresca, Coastal Kitchen, El Loco Fresh, which I know is a popular eatery on most Royal Caribbean ships. The main dining room, Park Cafe, Sorrento's Pizza, Vitality Cafe, and Windjammer Cafe. Oh, and the Windjammer. And those are just the free dining.
I hear so much about Sorrento's Pizza. I can't wait to try it. I can't wait to try it. I love pizza, and everybody says, "Oh, Sorrento's has the best pizza." I can't wait to try it.
So some will say the best pizza at sea. I've heard some Royal Caribbean people say Sorrento's, and of course they also do have some dining that will be an additional cost to as well. And again, chime in anybody if you have tried any of these on Royal Caribbean, because I have not, or at least I don't remember. We have Chops Grill, Giovanni's Italian Kitchen, Hooked Seafood, the Azumi Hibachi and Sushi, Starbucks, of course, and Sugar Beach. And those are all an additional cost for dining. So, I mean, that is over 20 different dining options, over 20 that I named that are going to be on the Icon of the Seas. And that's not even getting into the neighborhoods. So like Bill said, I think I just gained 2 pounds listening to all of the food that's on this massive ship.
But this is what I'm talking about. When I go on these ships, unless it's a port that I haven't been to, I'm staying on the ship and trying to experience as much of this as possible. Uh, get a little sun, go to Lido deck, get some food, get a drink, the poolside, the what's the surfing simulator? The what is it called? The flow rider. And man, I can't wait.
And it said what we would be in trouble with the sweets. M&T living and cooking says, and then it says you need a big ship to get all those steps to burn off all those calories.
See, thinking logically, use the steps. I mean, you're gonna have to do something. But again, the ship is so large, but you'll get the steps in and won't even realize it because you're walking by so much to see and do the carousels, the sports bar. I mean, you're walking by so much to do that you won't even realize you're getting the exercise in.
Yeah. Ready for this one, Bill? MSC has the best pizza at sea, hands down. Says
All right, Naughty Cruiser. I go on MSC November 19th. I go on Marivilia November 19th, and that's another ship that I can't wait to go on. Even though we weren't talking about it, but that's one of the ships that I'm looking forward to going on to is a MSC because I've never been on that.
A dual review. Is a MSC or Royal Pizza better?
See, that's what I like. You got that analytical mind. You got the okay. Now we got to do a comparison.
Sorrento's Pizza is good. My kids ate there every day. I think they missed one day of pizza. That says something. Let us know about the pizza on MSC. Yes.
Will do, sir. Will do. And I will get my fair share.
I know you are going to on your Carnival and on your Royal Caribbean cruises, but now as we kind of get into more of what is on this massive ship, the Icon of the Seas, we get to something called neighborhoods. And now this is kind of like that zone feel that you were talking about on Carnival that Royal has been doing for 10 years now, right?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's going on. It's about 2009. So we're going on 14 years where they call it neighborhoods. Carnival calls it zones, and it's such a neat way to divide people up, and that's why again when people talk about like I've been on all these Carnival ships. What's your favorite one? It's hands down the Mardi Gras and Celebration. And I'm assuming I'm going to throw Jubilee right there in that group, just because you have so much to do, so many food options, so many activities, and they're spread out where you don't feel that crowd.
And it's almost like you pick your neighborhood, the neighborhood you want to go to, or the neighborhood you want to hang out in, and that's where you go because there's enough space within that neighborhood to be able to hang out. And I'll just briefly name all of them. There's 8 of them. The Aquadome, which sounds amazing and cool. Central Park, which is a very famous neighborhood on Royal Caribbean cruise ships and on larger Royal Caribbean cruise ships, which I think it speaks for itself. The Central Park feel. You have the birds chirping as you're going through. It feels like you're almost in Central Park, right? Correct? Chill Island.
And Central Park, they closed down. They used to have like a jazz bar that you go to. Mm-hmm. My understanding, and I'm hoping this is true because I love the jazz. They closed down the jazz bar to get more casino space, but now they play jazz. They play jazz in Central Park. Man, a nice cognac in Central Park, listen to some jazz. What more could you ask for on a cruise ship?
That was a good place for them to move it. Honestly, that's.
I think again, I haven't been there, haven't seen see what it's like, but just the sound of it, I can't wait to try it.
Someone let us know that's true too as well. M&T Living and Cooking says, I love Central Park on the wonder of the seas at night. And Central Park is like 2 different places, day and night, clock says. So, right?
That's not like the real Central Park.
Yep. Would you enjoy your cognac in the day or at night, Bill, in Central Park? Just
well, again, probably at night. Probably a nice evening. Stars, hopefully you can see them from above, with a nice cognac, listen to jazz. Only thing would make it better if you can get a cigar and smoke a cigar while you listen to the jazz. That would be the only thing that makes it better.
There you go. And Scott Smith says, love me some smooth jazz. And then we move into Chill Island. And Chill Island actually has the largest pool down by the Royal Bay. So that will have the largest pool area. I believe there is, don't get me wrong, I think there's 4 or 5 pools. I should have grabbed that information, but Chill Island will have the largest pool by Royal Bay. So I think that's kind of cool. Then we go into Thrill Island, which is basically a water park that has these ginormous slides, water slides, and it is not just water slides, but it is literally a water park at sea, is what I was reading. So if you like water parks or if you like water-themed activities, I am guessing, only guessing that this may be where the Flow Rider may be. Don't know.
Could be.
But possibly. And before I name the next one, welcome in Carmen Lynn for the win. Carmen
Lynn for the win. Welcome in.
I see what you did there, Bill. I see what you did. And Udiverse, welcome in. Hi, Bill. Armstrong.
Hey, Udiverse. Thanks for stopping by.
Yes. And then we have, let's see here, Surfside, which is a young family water park. So for new and young families, there's going to be some water pools, some like tide pool and wave pools, some little water slides. There will also be, I read that there'll be some mocktails and cocktails over there too as well. So definitely still a fun place for younger families. And then we go into the Hideaway. I believe, Bill, that I would most likely be in this neighborhood, the Hideaway, because the Hideaway is the Royal Caribbean's version of a beach club, which has the first suspended pool at sea.
Wow.
Right?
That I mean, again, the Icon sounds like an incredible ship.
You wouldn't be able to get me out of the Hideaway. I'd be hiding away the whole cruise.
I mean, seriously, why would you care about getting off the ship? And I know a lot of people say, hey, why would you get on a cruise and not get off at the ports? This is why.
Mm-hmm. Exactly why. And hello, Travel Adventures with Eric B. He has made it in.
Eric, welcome in. He can still come in. He's a Miami fan, but he can still come in.
Well, of course, Universe, we appreciate you coming in. Thank you. And then we make it to the Suites neighborhood, as I was talking about before, and then the Royal Promenade. And the kind of the cool thing that I found about the Royal Promenade, I know there's a lot of Royal Promenades on the Royal Caribbean ships, but this one in particular has a pearl in the middle, which offers a multi-sensory experience once you go in it. I believe it has something like 3,000 tiles or something like that.
Oh, wow.
Like reflection. So you're able to kind of go in that and have a multi-sensory experience, as well as a ice skating rink called Absolute Zero. Ice skating rink at sea.
In the Caribbean.
In the Caribbean.
People just don't understand. When they think about cruising, I think they're used to like some old TV show or something they used to watch. It's not like that anymore, people. You're starting to pay for it, though. I mean, it's starting to creep up. That I mean, not starting. It is up there.
Yeah. And honestly, this kind of plays off of our live a few weeks ago, where it was 5 reasons to cruise now, and this was one of them. I mean, there are bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger ships coming every single year. Every single year. And let's see here. I know Cal Daly has made it in. Hello, everyone.
Cal, welcome in. Welcome in, my friend.
And right above, Together We Travel. Hello, everyone. Hello.
Will, welcome in. I love Cal. You just clicked on it. Billy D. Cruz. I love that nickname.
Billy D. Cruz. I saw that. I was like,
I love it.
That's awesome. Awesome. Okay, and let me just share this one video too before we move on to our last ship. But here, let's see here. And we will go over the top 5 features of the new iPhone.
Incredible.
So cool. I forgot to mention that too. One of the areas too, there's going to be like a kind of like a, I don't know, like a suspension thing where you can kind of walk, oh, like, I don't know, 10 levels up and kind of see all that down. You saw it in the video. I was, oh my God, I can't believe it. These cruise ships are just blowing my mind with the things that they have on them, the things that they're providing now. Oh man, oh man. Welcome in, Najuma.
Najuma, welcome in.
Right. And that leaves us, Bill, with one more cruise ship that we are going to talk about as far as large and big cruise ships in 23 and 2024. And yes,
this is the one I'm most looking forward to. And I'm going to tell you why once we get into it. But this particular cruise is one I'm most interested in going on.
Okay. And that for all of our Royal Caribbean fans, I know we have kept you because we're talking about Royal Caribbean today, and we're going to talk about another Royal Caribbean ship sailing next summer, the Utopia of the Seas. That's right. Setting sail next July 22nd is its scheduled right now, inaugural cruise. We have heard recently in the news that it has just finally touched water or touched some sea trials. So that is good news for the Utopia of the Seas. And now they are marketing this, Bill. And I don't know if this is why it is going to be your most anticipated cruise, but they are marketing it as the world's biggest weekend cruise, hosting 3 and 4 day sailings from Port Canaveral to their private island Coco Cay and Nassau, Bahamas.
Royal Caribbean is so far ahead of the game. Generally, the newer ships, they all like 7-day cruises and longer. Mm-hmm. Royals come out with a brand new ship, an Oasis class ship, one of those with all the zones and all the neighborhoods and things like that. And they're making it a weekend cruise ship, 3 and 4 day cruises. But that's not why I'm looking forward to this cruise. So now I got this brand new ship that I can't wait to get on. So that if that wasn't enough, there's like 4 or 5 channels that I follow. And I mean, when I say follow, I talk to them on the phone and chat all the time, every day. Destination Fun, Mike Clock, Embarkation Nation, and of course Scott from Controversial Cruising. And we're all going to be on that ship come September. I can't wait for that cruise. That's the most anticipated cruise that I'm having all year.
I agree. Whether it's a weekend or not, I know that that 3 days is going to be a dream 3 days. I can't wait. Like you said, there's going to be some great cruise vloggers on that cruise. It is also one of Mike Clock's group cruises. So if you are interested in joining us, make sure that you reach out to Bruce at Ocean to Ocean Travel to get hooked up and on this amazing group cruise. I believe his group cruise that we're going on is going to be September 13th to the 16th.
Yeah, he had September 13th through the 16th, and then the 16th through the 20th, I believe. He's doing a back-to-back, so it's going to be a week, and it's 2 of them. So contact him, and it's going to be an amazing cruise. And I'm going to try my best to get Andrew from Embarkation Nation to have some rum punches. And I'm telling you, that cruise is one for the books, and it's a 3-day cruise. And because see, we haven't talked price, like the Icon of the Seas. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go take out a second mortgage. But by this being a 3-day cruise, it's affordable. And Mike Clock has the hookup. Whatever the price is right now, Mike Clock can get it to you for cheaper through his group cruise. I'm telling you, my daughter's coming on it. I can't wait for that cruise. That is an incredible cruise. And Mike Clock, he was on the ball as far as when he booked this cruise and got the prices that he got. Because right now, I would say the price is doubled.
It really has. It really has, honestly.
Yeah, I'm not making that, people. I know you think I just run my mouth and just talk and ramble all the time, but I'm not. And for the price that you're paying for that cruise, you won't find a better ship any place in the world. Any place.
Nope.
Guaranteed.
And it's gonna be fun, and we're gonna be on it, and it's gonna be a rocking 3 days to remember. We're gonna want to relive it forever and ever. And I can't wait. And like you said, it is a really good price too. If you look now at that same cruise, I mean, from demand, from people wanting to go on the cruise, right? And that's what is driving the price up. So yes, again, if you guys want to come with us, that is again why I am so excited, because I get to meet Bill, I get to meet Mike Clock, I get to meet Destination Fun. But on this humongous ship, let me just in quotations tell you how far ahead Royal Caribbean is by this statement from their CEO. And I put it in quotations because this is from him. It says, vacationers, in quotation marks, vacationers are looking to make every moment count by celebrating and recharging. There's a good word right there. Recharging with their friends and family. And Utopia the Seas makes all of that possible in more ways than one. Mic drop. Like you just dropped the mic on the entire cruise industry right there with that saying. Because every single person, right, whatever you do, we all need a recharge, right?
We
do. A lot of us can't get a 7-day off for a cruise or a 10-day off, and we understand that, right? But some people can get 3 days off or 4 days off, right? Obviously, you add an extra day for the port, but still a 4-day experience makes it more doable for the person that just needs a recharge. And that's what they went after for this.
And for the average person, I mean, again, you wouldn't be able to, or most people wouldn't be able to afford the cruise for 7 days, but for 3 days, you get to see something that most people wouldn't see for half the price.
Correct.
And again, Mike he didn't really pay me. He said the check's in the mail, but it's not in the mail. But again, I'm looking forward to this more than any cruise other than my Trans-Pacific cruises. Other than that, this is the most anticipated cruise for me. And just because Destination Fun said Cruise Vet is also going to be on it, Cruise Vet Adventure. So all this little group that I'm in, if you can imagine, you go on a lot of group cruises and you meet people on the booze cruise. I'm meeting a lot of people that I've seen on the internet and on YouTube streets, talk to, want to meet. But this is a group that we talk all the time. We go live all the time. And I get to meet them. Wait a second. I get to meet them all at once. That's mind blown. That's going to be an unbelievable experience for me. Now they may not
combined live, Bill. Maybe a big combined.
I hope so. Think about what we can do. I hope so.
Right. And welcome in Cruising Scene too as well. Hello. So you came.
Welcome in.
And Carnival Cruise Addict says this ship might make me want to have to try Royal Cruise. Ooh.
I've been 43 cruises. 41 of them have been on Carnival. And these new ships, it makes me want to try that. The MSC and Royal, it makes me want to try it. Castaway goes, what up, though?
Hope to see you, Bill. Hope to see you on the Icon. Castaway goes.
One of these days. I don't know what day I'm going on the Icon. But again, I want the price to come down a little bit. But I want to see the Icon. But the Icon is 7 days. Utopia of the Seas, I'm going on the 3-day trip, the 13th through the 16th.
16th. Yep, I just put it up there. 13th, 16th to the 20th. There's Mike Clock's 2 groups. And no, I am just going to go on the first one as of now, unless I hit the lottery or somebody just wants to sell me a bunch of money to go on the second leg. But yeah, no, I'm only going on the first leg. So I'm only going on September 13th to the 16th. But either way, I'm absolutely excited about this. They have more resort style pools or resort style pooling on this ship as far as the pools go, and I'm really excited about that because I like more of the resort style pools. I like more of the swim up bars. I like more of the casual kind of, get in the water and hang out and not, getting a whole bunch of people splashing and jumping and cannonballs and all that. So I really like the resort style pooling. And there's also going to be an outdoor venue too as well on the back side of the boat. I had an image here, but I accidentally X'd out of it. But I have a backside image of the boat, and it's actually a like an entertainment venue off the backside for outdoor entertainment, which is going to be another cool and awesome feature for Utopia this year. So I'm interested to see that, as well as 40 ways, Bill, 40 ways to drink and dine.
Not getting off the ship. I'm telling you, those 3 days, I'll be there meeting people. When you guys get off at the port, I'm staying on the ship.
40 ways to drink and dine. And now this is going to kind of emulate and still have more of that neighborhood feels and those zones kind of feels, and still have some of the things that are on the icon. But once the Utopia comes out, I believe, if I read correctly, and somebody could correct me in the chat, but I believe once Utopia comes out in July, she will then take over the largest cruise ship to set sail. But someone tell me if I'm wrong on that, and Icon will still hold that. Either way, Royal Caribbean will hold that title come 2024, which is, absolutely astounding. So the ship that we're talking about currently right now in June is the Utopia of the Seas. So that is the ship coming out next July for Royal Caribbean. And a really, really massive. I'll show you guys all this too as well. I have an image and a video to share on this one, but the image just to show you how insanely crazy this ship is going to be. That pop up. Ready? Boom. The world's biggest weekend. Yes, the world's biggest weekend. 5 pools on board, 8 world pools, including a Caribbean's largest freshwater pool. That's right, I forgot. A 1,500-foot, 10-story zip line. Let's see, 450-foot high balloon helium, the tallest water slide, 17 water slides, and 6 stretch of beaches at Coco Cay. Then bigger ways to dine. We have 21 dining options, 5 dining spots, 6 teppanyaki tables, 6 flavors of ice cream, 16 cuisines from around the world, 10 al fresco dining experiences, 10 complimentary dining experiences, as well as all these ways to party. Look at how many slot machines, 371 slot machines, 68 TVs, 21 bars and lounges. If you guys are bored on this ship, I don't know what you're doing. Plus the new tiki bar, which I can't wait to try because I love tiki bars. That's like my guilty pleasure.
It's going to be incredible. And again, I know it sounds like this is like a my group cruise, but it's not. I swear. If you're interested in the cruise, contact Mike Clock. I don't know if he's still in here. To maybe he can drop his link and check with him. You're not going to be able to beat his prices. And again, I don't want to say the price. What I was like $400 and some odd per person. I think it's up to like $800 or $900 per person now for like this for the 3-day cruise. Check with Mike Clock. If he still has rooms available, I think you can still get it at that price. Do that. Come join us on this cruise because again, it's going to be like you're in Utopia.
Legit. And Naughty Cruiser says Icon will hold it. Utopia will be the largest in its class. And yes, that
Oasis. And that's what I was thinking. I didn't think it was going to outdo the Icon of the Seas, but again, it's going to be largest Oasis class ship.
Yep, because Icon will have more floors, which is that 20 floors that I mentioned earlier. And hello, Shane Environment.
Come on, June and Brady, you gotta come join us. 3 days.
It's gonna be fun. Gonna be fun. And then let me just share this as we kind of wrap up here. This last video of the Utopia of the Seas, which is really cool as well. And we won't play this entire thing.
It's the biggest weekend on the planet. It's going to be our first Oasis-class ship that we've placed straight into 3 and 4 day cruises to Perfect Day. When you combine Utopia with Perfect Day, there will be no vacation like it.
Utopia of the Seas has just so much to offer guests, from the open decks, the pools, you name it. It's really what short vacation dreams are made of. There's something for everyone. Guests are looking for water experiences. We know they're looking for fun in the sun, and it really just brings all of that energy and excitement that Royal Caribbean vacations are known for to the heart of the open decks.
On Utopia of the Seas, we really wanted to bring to life some new food and beverage experiences for our guests. So there's been so much thought, effort, and commitment put into developing special products. In addition, we're bringing guest favorite food experiences elevated to a whole new level.
I want to go right now.
I know, right? I really do. I'm looking forward to it.
And M&T says 3 days and 2 nights, and then Mike Clark answered 3 nights on the first one, 4 nights on the second one.
Yep.
For his group cruise, yes, and that's exactly what they do. They do 3 nights and 3 days, excuse me, and they do 4 days too. The only difference is the 4 day will go to Nassau and Coco Cay. Whereas the 3 day will just go to Coco Cay and straight back. So, and everybody, Destination Fun, being the amazing mod she is, has dropped the link for Clark's group cruise for the Facebook group. For more information. And there's one closing thing here before we get to our last segment. But my aunt says, I'm afraid that may be beyond my travel budget.
I understand. I mean, there's so many, different things that you have to do, and the travel budget, the time off from work. So I do understand. I trust me, June and Brady.
That one's cheap though. The last one, that Utopia, I mean, it will go like this. It will go super quick. But I do know another cruise that we're not going to talk about that's not small or new or big that you could possibly connect it with after you got off. So I'm just saying, you might be able to connect it with a Margaritaville this year. So just saying, but it's really not a bad price. I'm looking forward to meeting you, Bill. I'm looking forward to meeting Destination Fun and Mike Clark, and I'm looking forward to all of the amazing group activities that he has planned for us and experiencing that entire ship. But as we get down and we wind this up here, Bill, let me play our segment, because we are going to do it this week. We didn't do it that last week. But for our last segment, here we go.
Back in the day with Bill W.
That's right. That's right. And this will kind of segue into our next week's episode. Hopefully our back in the day questions will kind of segue into and tease our next topic. But Bill, have you ever sailed through a hurricane or a storm? On any class ship, any size ship, and what was it like?
Yeah, you know what? I can't remember what the name of the ships were, but I've been through them. Usually, they just go around them. The waves are rough, and some ports may get changed, but I've definitely have been on them. But I like to cruise like in September, October, which is hurricane. We're right in it now, or middle of hurricane season. It saves you money, which. See, that takes me into tomorrow. I'm doing Banter with Bill tomorrow, and it's going to be about saving money on a cruise ship. So this segments right into what I'm going to be talking about as far as how to save money when I like to travel. But I've never had a bad experience. I mean, you've had some rough waves where people got sick because the waves were so rough. But again, I wouldn't change it. I still cruise during this time, knowing that they may cancel my ports,
Yes.
but I still do it.
Yes, you always have to keep that in mind. And I believe I was only on one ship where we couldn't actually go around the storm. We were stuck in the middle, and the only way to get out was to get out. It was going back to New Orleans, and oh man, I remember I am fine on a ship that rocks like that, but oh man, the amount of vomit that I saw that day from people. Bags were out, they were in the elevator, they were everywhere, and that was probably the worst that I've ever experienced it. And that was years back on the Dream, but they do their best to veer out of the storm.
They do.
So. But yeah, that's just a little teaser question into next week. That back. As far as you, Bill, do you have anything else this week that you'd like to tell everybody about?
Well, again, tomorrow with Banter with Bill at 5 p.m. Eastern time, I will be talking about how to save money on a cruise ship. I mean, anybody that knows me knows I'm cheap. So I'm always looking at ways to cut corners and how to get the most out of my money for my cruise, whether it be selling it and selling. If you come back tomorrow at 5 p.m., come see me. And I'm gonna tell you all my tricks and tricks of the trade tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern time. Banter with Bill. Be there or be square.
All right. June says I need that advice, Bill.
Yeah, tomorrow.
And as far as myself, I have a Thirsty Thursday trivia with Embarkation Nation tomorrow at 4 o'clock PST and 7 o'clock EST. So I look forward to that every week. And then I'll be here again next Wednesday with Bill talking about hurricanes and cruising through storms. And if that is the best.
I gotta get my championship back for tomorrow night with your trivia night with the Embarkation Nation. I missed like the last 2 weeks. I haven't won. I got to get my championship back. Yeah,
we'll see.
I'm trying to be the ex-champ.
We'll see if anybody is willing to take Bill out, or we'll be there for trivia. But tomorrow at 4 or 7.
That's Destination Fun. She's reminding you. Don't forget your poll.
And yes, so the poll, I will definitely reveal the answers. However, I do not have the way to get to the back end of that right now, and it's something that I definitely should have thought out before this. However, I will share it somewhere, and you guys will see all of the participation. But I do appreciate everybody coming in today, and everybody that clicked on the poll, everybody that was in the chat and active, and of course all of our mods today for our Wednesday cruise talk. So we will see you. We'll see you guys next week for another quick hour in cruising talk.
I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow 5 p.m. But next week guaranteed here.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you guys later.
Take care. Bye everybody.
Bye guys.
Thanks for coming in. Moderators, thanks again. Appreciate you guys.
The best.